just arrived at a farm here. This is the project I was telling you guys about. It's a barn find.
Barn find.
A barn find. It's not in a barn, it's next to a barn. But close enough. Let me show you guys. Full on farm, cattle farm, lots of equipment out here. We need to go around the back. So basically this guy wants to get rid of everything. There's a lot of things sitting here in the grass and it's just being destroyed by the weather. So let's go have a look. Let's hop on. So there's a few things this guy wants to keep, that is they're still using on the farm, but basically there's a few things here in the middle that he wants to get rid of. Just quickly have a look here, it seems very interesting. Look at the old trailer there.
You think this old diff will still go down the road?
Not a chance.
See through.
Keep it, completely restore it.
Nice.
That's a lot. Check this.
Nice grease cap.
At least got some grease on it. This seems like an old truck trailer. This probably has some container, like a tank or something on it. So guys, this is one of the trailers he wants to let go of. I think this is probably scrap.
Definitely.
No point in keeping this. But this farm trailer here, this is something that interests us a lot. There's another trailer on top. I think this is from an old chassis.
Yes. Old Hilux. See the drums.
I think this is some more scrap metal, guys.
Diff is still working.
Diff is still running. Not an LSD, but we can work with an open diff. I think this trailer can definitely be saved. It's got quite a bit of rust on it. But I think...
Only mostly surface rust. The structure is
still solid.
Still solid. Bit of sandblasting. Then
Tires are gone.
no, retreads.
I think this one can be saved. It's also got an axle in the back. Oh well, a diff in the back.
Luckily not see-through.
Yeah, not see-through. So it can definitely be saved. But everything, the structure looks fine. We have the second one here.
Which is the better one of the 3 or 4 trailers that here.
Yeah, this one seems very good. It's got pins for the drop sides, so we can always make this a drop side trailer as well. There's only a single, not double wheels at the back, but it should be able to carry the same amount of weight. Proper axle on the back. I think this is the best trailer so far.
Definitely.
I think we should focus on this one.
Still solid.
And then there's a bin in here as well with a mini spreader. If the oh no, it was cut open on at the bottom. Otherwise it could be saved.
Pity they cut that one. Maybe make a nice bonfire drum.
Yeah, I think we'll try that. We'll get some meat and we have a proper braai on this and make a massive bonfire. Then there's this massive plow here. It's got one hydraulic arm on the left there, so obviously that side picks up when you want to move it. I see there's one of the blades missing in the back here. Otherwise it still looks very solid. This must be super heavy. If we can find one of those arms there, we can save this one, maybe respray it. We can see if one of the farmers in the area can still use it. The moment you have a plow with hydraulics on it, you know it's meant for a big farm and the people are willing to pay some decent money for it. So I think it's something we should definitely consider. Otherwise, if it's too much work and the parts are a problem to come by, especially this one here in the back, then it'll have to go for scrap metal. Maybe there's some of the pieces we can cut off and we can reuse again, maybe on the trailer for some support or something. I think to save it will be very cool. It will be a challenge to get this loaded onto the truck though.
Definitely.
The winch will be working hard. Then guys, we've got some 2 plows here. They I don't know how long they've been here, but the grass have consumed them completely. That is definitely scrap metal. That is old technology. I highly doubt the farmers will use that.
With old railway tracks to support it better, definitely scrap metal. All of them are bent.
Yeah, the springs are shot as well. No.
You can maybe use some of this metal to fix up this trailer for the bed. Looks like two angle irons wedged together and welded together.
Oh yeah. There's also another little plow here in the grass.
Definitely scrap metal.
This is scrap metal.
Definitely scrap metal.
I can't really see what it looks like. I think once we hook up the hitch to the winch to it, and it pulls it out, we'll see what's going on here. But
it looks like one of those that will
it flips open.
flips open.
Yeah.
This one leg must. Definitely scrap metal.
I think we're disturbing the snake's nest here, so maybe we shouldn't. I don't know.
Winter time.
So they're not too active.
I don't think the snakes will be too active. Old fifth wheel.
Nice. That is completely hidden away in here in the grass. To lift this up will probably also be quite a mission.
Yeah, definitely.
This guy on the farm, he does have a telehandler with two forks in the front. You won't be able to see it now, but they're actually using it on that side of the dam. And he said we can use that to help load as well. So the fifth wheel we can load with that. There's one truck rim sitting here. They are usually obviously very solid. Some of these frames, I don't think he mentioned the frames, although I think this is the ones he said the diesel tanks was on.
Yes, it's diesel tank frame.
Yeah, they are completely bended though, so I will check with him with that, otherwise that will just be scrap metal. Then I really like this one.
I wonder what the police will say, or the traffic department will say about this 1997 31st of May
Stellenbosch
JB
Brockhouse.
Brockhouse.
If there's a JB Brockhouse watching the channel, then we've got your trailer here.
He's still surviving after all these years.
31st of the 5th month, 97.
Look at this heavy duty pony wheel. Is it still working?
It's still working. Oh guys, this is awesome. This is awesome.
Standing freely, no struggle.
Guys, this has been standing for many years and it's still working perfectly without any grease added, nothing. I think we can definitely reuse this on one of our trucks. The rim still seems good as well.
Yeah, tires are flat, but I think they will take air because it's not completely flat.
This is a good find. It can take some proper weight as well. It's got its own air, everything. I highly doubt it'll still be working. I think we can make this a flatbed or a drop site, widen it to over the arches, and it's something we can use for the construction to deliver some pebbles or some sand to the sites. We can even load some rubble on it. This is a proper size. It's more than a bucket load that you can put on here.
You can make the drop sites quite high because you can take a lot of weight.
So guys, I think so far here, this trailer and that one without the drop sides, those are the two best finds here. And then there's this old baler here, New Holland baler. I know they are very expensive to repair. The needles and all of that, it's just stupidly expensive.
That old inside here. Check the runners inside there.
Let us know what you think about this New Holland. This is my only concern, is all the needles. I know they are very expensive, if you do still find them. But in Durbanville, maybe the guy that sold this can help us find some parts.
These chains and sprockets and stuff isn't heavily weird. You can still see the paint.
And there's some rope stuck in them.
Like always.
Yeah.
All these bearings and stuff is still very good. Let's see what's inside the toolbox.
There's a part of the PTO.
Few pairs of gumboots.
There's some nasty bends here on the side. This doesn't look too bad. But it will need a lot of work, a lot of paint. And to set up this thing to work again will be a little bit of a nightmare.
And to move it.
Lengthwise, it won't work, that's for sure. And the problem is to get this on as well.
About 4.5–5 meters long.
We should be able to get it on though. The biggest challenges here to load is going to be the baler, that big hydraulic plow over there. If you pull those ones, they tend to swing out the back because of the motion they have to use in the field when you're actually using them. And then I see the one arm that stabilizes it, that locks the swaying action, is broken off. So either we can weld it on site and then load it on, or otherwise we'll need some forks to load it.
Something interesting, it looks like there is about 4,269 bales it went through this. It's still working, so it might actually just be doesn't want to zero.
I wonder when last this was zeroed. I'm not sure what you call it in English. It's a hammermill in Afrikaans. It seems like it. Very old one. It's PTO driven. There you can see the PTO sitting. And this one has definitely seen better days.
I think that was probably stuck.
Yeah, that's stuck.
With a little bit of WD-40
We should be able to move it.
Might get it moving again.
I think this will be nice to see exactly what's going on once we lift it up. We can open the lids here. And this isn't part of it. This is
Like
a bucket. It's like a portable skip that goes in the front of a forklift or a bobcat or something.
Here's the forklift.
Oh, here it is.
Here's the forklift toe. You stick the toes in here, we can rescue this and sell it to make a profit.
I didn't realize that it's got its whole bracket at the bottom that you can still use.
And here's the not stuck.
Guys, this is excellent for construction sites.
Definitely. Little bit of sandblasting, little bit of paint.
And this is coming from Johannesburg.
Yes.
I think we might be able to load in the next, let's say 2 or 3 days from now, once our truck is finished. Alright guys, we're heading out, taking a drive. They're definitely making some firewood over here. It's a bale wrapper. So they make the big round bales and then they put it in this machine and it wraps it in the plastic. So when you do certain like lucerne or something, it won't rot. Those planters are actually manufactured very close to our little town, about 100 kilometers from us. There's the baler they must be using. Very nice equipment they've got here.
John Deere.
Mostly John Deere in New Holland. But a beautiful area, as you guys can see.
And after the winter rain, nice and green.
Everything is green, yeah. The guys are now busy repairing the roads up there with the telehandler I was just telling you about. That is a very nice machine.
That is nice.
Look at that view, guys. Hi. So time to start heading back. We've got a lot of exciting projects currently going on. Actually too much for us. We don't have enough time.
Yeah, that's true.
So let's get going and we'll see you guys in a bit.